Welcome to Littlejohn's Yarns, and we're doing our 5-day scrapyard series. Today we're on day 3, but make sure you check out day 1 and 2. I'll leave the information in the link above and the description box below. But today we're making these giant crochet buttons. These are very easy. If you run out of buttons in your stash, just go right to this pattern. Alright, we'll hop right into the tutorial. We're going to begin by using a 6mm crochet hook, and I'm using 2 colors of yarn. Worsted weight yarn, it doesn't matter. It's from my scrap pile. I have a purple and a blue. We're going to begin with just one strand of it. We're going to turn this worsted weight yarn into chunky yarn. I've done this in previous videos before. I'll leave a link for that in the card above and the description box below. We'll start by making a magic ring. Then put your fingers through your loop, and like you're going to finger chain, grab onto your working yarn and pull a long loop. With that long loop, including the working yarn, you have 3 strands of yarn, which will make chunky or super bulky yarn. From here, now that you have your 3 strands, you're going to make another slip knot. And insert your hook. Now chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're going to slip stitch to join into the very first chain. Chain 1. Your chain 1 does not count as a stitch. We're going to place 9 single crochets into this ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ran out of yarn. Whenever you run out of yarn, just take your loop like so, grab the working yarn and pull. And now you're back to working with 3 strands of yarn. And I believe this one was 9. Now we're going to switch colors. I want you to start start with your single crochet again, go into the loop and pull up a loop, and you'll have 2 loops on your hook. We're going to drop this color and switch to your other color of yarn. Okay, and you'll take your new color, wrap it around your yarn, and you're going to pull through the last 2 loops on your hook to switch colors. If you're not switching colors, there's no need to count for the rest of the stitches. Just continue placing single crochets on top of your work. This next tip is for those who staying with the same color. Here's a quick tip for those not switching colors in their button. Instead of slip stitching and join or changing colors, just continue placing a second layer of single crochet on top of your previous row's single crochet. This will reduce that little space in the center. Hope that helps. Now let's continue to where we left off with the color change. Colors. And that blue yarn we're using, let it drop down to the center of your work like so. We're just going to single crochet over top of it. Now with your new color, we're not going to slip stitch to join, we're just going to work around the top of your previous row's single crochets. We're going to single crochet 3 times. One, 2, 3. All right, and now we're going to single crochet one more time with this color, but we're going to stop halfway through. Pull up a loop. You have 2 loops on your hook. Now we're going to drop this purple down to the center and pull back up the blue strands that we're using previously. With those 3 strands, that creates your bulky yarn. We're going to pull through the last 2 loops on your hook to change colors. And there you go. Now we're going to repeat by placing 3 single crochets into the ring. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go in one more time, but stop halfway through with number 4. Pull up a loop, drop your blue yarn down to the center, and pull up the purple that was in the center from the previous color change. And pull through those last 2 loops on your hook. We're going to do this sequence 2 more times. So you can pause your video here and repeat the sequence 2 more times. When it's done, it'll look like a multicolored pinwheel. Once you've completed those, you can slip stitch to join and then fasten off your work. And make sure you weave in all your ends. And I'll show you what it looks like all done. And here's what it looks like so far. You'll notice this one has a little bigger gap than the other ones. This color, which I didn't work in multiple pinwheel colors, to reduce the gap, just keep creating single crochets over and over and over around it, and it will create an even bigger and thicker button. Thanks for joining me on this tutorial. If you like this, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, check out the other patterns in this crochet scrap yarn series. Alright guys, I'll see you all on the next tutorial.